Good morning, my children, and welcome to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. Today, my children, we're going to continue with the letter I. Remember, whenever pinch yourself or you have an accident and you hit, for example, your leg or your knee, I. That's the sound of the new letter. Remember, first of all, we are seeing the vowels. And how many vowels are they? They are 5. A, E, I, O, and U. The first and the second letters, we already saw them. Remember some of the examples: angel, airplane, apron, elephant, ear. Those are objects that begin with those two letters. The important letter right now is the letter I. Remember, we already saw the capital form. Ya vimos la forma mayúscula. Remember, 3 lines. One up, one down, and finally the third line. And also, today we are going to continue with small I. Remember, small I, it's a circle or a dot, un puntito, and a line under, y una línea hacia abajo. Now, before we introduce the new object, let's see if you remember the previous ones. Okay, another object that starts with the small I. Insects. Excellent. That's the one I was looking for. Remember, yesterday we saw the insects. Do you remember the dragonfly, the butterfly, the mosquito, the fly, and the bee? And the bees? All of those are insects, and the insects are part of the family of the animals, and the difference is that they are very, very small. Today we're going to continue with the small I. For the object of today, we have the industry. Now, what is an industry, teacher? Well, the industry is the place, es el lugar where we make the cookies or the toys. Una industria es donde hacemos, donde fabricamos, donde creamos las galletas, the cookies, or the toys, o los juguetes. So, I'm going to give you a tour. Les voy a dar un paseo with my industry, de mi industria, of my cookie industry, de cómo fabricamos las galletas del teacher Jacob. They are very delicious, son muy deliciosas. So, let's see. First of all, we have the building. Tenemos nuestro edificio. This is called an industry, que se llama industria. Inside is where all the magic happens. Adentro es donde sucede toda la magia. Where we create the cookies. Donde hacemos las galletas. Let's see. First of all, we have the dough. The dough in Spanish, it's known as masa. Okay? And the dough doesn't have a shape, no tiene una forma. So, it's only raw dough, es masa cruda, que la tenemos que cocer. Okay? So, once it's cooked, ya que está cocida, we enter the second part of the industry. Pasamos a la segunda parte de la fábrica o de nuestra industria, which is the cookie cutter. So, for this, one of our people, muchas de nuestras personas, they cook the dough, ya la masa ya que está cocida, van a cortar para crear figuras con esa masa. Okay, they are the cookie cutters. Okay, we are going to give shape to that dough. Vamos a darle forma a esa masa. So, once we already cut all of the cookies, all of the dough, we enter the third stage. Pasamos a la tercera etapa. So, in this part, we add the chocolate chips. We're going to add chocolate chips to the dough, okay? A esa masa que ya está recortada, we're going to add chocolate chips, okay? And finally, y al final, we put them on the oven. Las vamos a meter en un horno enorme. And finally, the last stage, la última etapa, is when the cookies are already done. Ya están hechas las galletas, okay? So the cookies that the teacher makes are in form of a circle, in form of stars, and in form of rectangles or squares, and they are ready to go. They are ready to eat. Ya están listas para comer. So remember, an industry is the place where we create cookies or toys, okay? Una industria es donde fabricamos galletas o juguetes. In this case, we already mentioned the process of cookie making. Aquí fabricamos las galletas in this industry. Very good. So, please repeat after me, my children. Industry. One more time, a little bit louder. Industry. Very good. Remember, industry is the place where we hacemos de cookies, las galletas. And industry begins with the small I, okay? Small I for industry. Very good. Now, the activity of today, my children, is part of your daily book, and it's located right here. As you can see here, we have our industry to make the cookies, just like the one I did, just like the teacher. Okay? Now, under the industry for the cookies, we're going to trace small I. Remember, it's very important that you repeat the name when you are tracing. Small I, small I, small I. And once you have finished it, you can paint your own industry. Now remember, the one that I did, it's about cookies, but probably you want to make it about toys, tal vez la de ustedes la quieran hacer juguetes, or maybe clothes, or tal vez de ropa, or if you want, you can make it as the one I did, which is about the cookies. Very good. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that you have an excellent day. Remember, it's very important that you continue practicing all of the letters every day, including the objects. Remember, capital A for airplane, for apron, small a for angel, capital E for elephant, small e for ear, for X, okay? Capital I for glue, small I for industry, for insects. It's very important that you memorize it so you never forget it. Take care, my children. As always, the teacher Jacob loves you very much. Goodbye.